Hi everyone, today we look at Chargepoint and there are actually two reasons why Chargepoint could be exploding soon and one reason Chargepoint could be actually going down. So this is one of the reasons for Chargepoint to be going up. So the first one is that SunNova and Chargepoint partnered to create EV charging solutions for homeowners. Now for all those who don't know SunNova, what they do, it's very important and it's about solar panels and things like that. Let's have a very quick look at their website. So this is the SunNova website and what's really good. So first of all, we see that go solar with battery. So it's mostly about solar panels, which is something that at the time of recording, actually before, Chargepoint did not have. And it's obviously in addition to make Chargepoint more enticing. Now, what is really good is that Chargepoint is actually getting free advertisement. If you look at here and you see EV charger, you click on it and we see that what they actually are promoting is Chargepoint, guys. As you can see, Chargepoint is their solution in terms of EV charging, and it's basically more miles, faster, flexible for the future, app connectivity, everything, and also financing. So there is also that in addition, and it's something that before wasn't in the cards for Chargepoint, obviously. So why is this important? Well, because the industry where Chargepoint and SunNova are is growing like crazy. Let me show you. Should I point? Should I not point? Is it rude to point? Let me know. So this is the outlook, and I'm really sorry for the messy layout, but what you have to take away is that the solar energy market from 2018 to 2026, well, it will move from 52 billion, which was in 2018, and it will reach 223 billion by 2026, which overall means, and this is the bit that is very important, a growth year on year of 20%. That is insane. And in fact, people seem to have understood that Chargepoint is not really a deadbeat or some crap that you can short. Well, actually, let me show you what people think about Chargepont stock. And for the people's opinion, we're gonna use TipRank for free, guys. CHPT. That's the ticker symbol for Chargepoint. And as you can see, the investor sentiment is very, very positive. Now, what I want you to know is, again, that even professionals show that Chargepoint is a buy. They call it a moderate buy, so that's not bad at all. 7 buys out of 10 analysts. So that's very good. But what I want you to have a look at is here. And one quick disclaimer, this channel is about long-term holding, not just short-term trade, and about Chargepoint and other EV companies. In this case, we're talking about charging, but it's all related. But the bottom line is that it's long-term, not just short-term trades. And so back to the price targets, which are very important. So if you can see, that is based on last Friday, which is when the market closed. So $25, the low is actually higher than $25, but if you just look at the average, and the average is $34 as price target, then is a 32% increase from today's price. On top of that, if you look at where the high is, $46, which is basically where it used to be, more or less. Actually, it's even higher. Well, you see that this company can really go very high. Now, quick disclaimer, I do have Chargepoint in my portfolio, and as I promised, there are actually other reasons why Chargepoint could actually go even higher, some of which are not totally related to Chargepoint, because obviously Chargepoint is one EV company and there are actually laws and things coming out that will affect the entire EV industry. We're talking Tesla, we are talking about other companies like Blink. That is another company that I'm gonna review soon, so stick around. But let me show you why I think Chargepoint is heading up, potentially, obviously. Don't sue me, not financial advice. So here is the deal. Biden plan gathers steam and feuding Democrats see path to vote. So this is the latest news on the infrastructure bill. and it's 1.7 trillion, it's massive. But as you know, this bill could really be an absolute game changer, and to be honest, it's gonna be a very long-term project for Chargepoint because it's a lot of money and they will probably bid to get this money. The bill will be basically spread across a number of sectors, and what it's going to be like is very important because many companies will just bid and try to get as much of the contract for the infrastructure. We're talking about EV charging and things like that, but very likely is that many companies will get it, not just one. I don't think there is any company that will be able to just take over the whole amount. It's just too big of a project to be assigned to one single company. It will probably be spread across, and Chargepoint, being the company with the highest number of EV charging stations in the US, I'm pretty sure that it will be one of the winners, potentially to get maybe a 10, 15, maybe even higher, a higher slice of the cake. And as I told you earlier, there are actually negative things again about Chargepoint that could impact not Chargepoint only, but the entire market. Let me show you. And if you've been subscribed to this channel, you know this, the Fed tapering. And the Fed tapering at the time of recording hasn't been completely formalized yet, but it will take months to be wrapped up for the tapering to happen. And on top of that, it will be followed by interest rate increase that will happen probably in 2022. This is the latest update on this specific topic. But the whole thing, and if you've been subscribed to this channel, you would know this because I've been talking about this in my previous videos, that this will completely affect the stock market. And I'm gonna make another video about this very soon because this is gonna be announced this week, and probably we're gonna even get to know when they're gonna increase the interest rate and what could happen to the stock market and even the crypto market. All the markets will be affected by this specific move, which begs for a question: is it a good time to buy Chargepoint stock or not? Let me have a look at the chart. The Chargepoint price chart is actually heading in this kind of pattern, and to be honest, we could almost draw this massive flag that is heading downwards. Unfortunately, that's what it looks like it's gonna be, especially if you consider that in the next few months we are gonna have the tapering and later increasing the interest rate, which is something that will definitely do because there is quite a lot of inflation. And so by looking at the chart, it looks like there could be potentially some kind of this kind of pattern. Basically, no one knows when it's gonna stop. Now, just roughly looking at it, it will potentially stop over here around $28. So watch this price more or less. The later we're gonna reach it, the lower the price will be, because this is what these kind of patterns look like. But if you look at this one as well, so this is where the kind of bottom is, and you can see that we are in this kind of position. And so if you are like me and you don't want to put all your money in speculative stocks, because as I've been telling you, Chargepoint is very speculative at the time of recording, you would put a very small amount of your capital in it, and that's what I do as well. And I'm completely open to my subscribers and also buy other companies. And I've mentioned Tesla. This is probably my biggest position in my portfolio, but regardless, it's everything for the long term. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.